Hey everybody, long time no talk. I want to talk about getting vaccinated, and this has been like really bugging me to get this video out to you guys. So I've been busy with other things, and so I don't have a setup today or anything like that. I'm in my bedroom, and there is a grocery store right behind me. There's a neighbor above me. There's going to be loud noises and all of that. Okay, so first of all, this is not a pro-vaccine or anti-vax video. This is going to be about my experience, why I got vaccinated, what I discovered, and what led me to my choice. So in December of 2019, a week before New Year's Eve, I started to get a sore throat. I continued to have a sore throat for a week. I just so happened to have a hair appointment to get my hair put into locks. So I was with my loctician for a week. She also had a weird cough. And I was drinking a lot of turmeric tea for my sore throat. And so it was just a consistent sore throat for a week. So after New Year's, I went to urgent care. And at the same time that I went to urgent care, I ran out of my tea. And I proceeded to feel the sickness kind of descend down into my chest. So the first time I went to the urgent care, the doctor said that both my ears were infected. My sinuses were swollen. He asked me if I was breathing okay. I was like, I'm breathing fine. He put me on steroids. I'd never been put on steroids before. He put me on steroids. He put me on an inhaler, antibiotics, and cough medicine with codeine. My cough got so bad that I felt like I was going to gag. The cough is horrible. It's horrible. It hurts your ribs. It makes you feel like you've been doing sit-ups for hours. So then let's see what happened after that. So I took my first round and I started to feel better. I got better. What was interesting is that I had cooked myself a big batch of spaghetti, put it in a Rubbermaid container. I opened up the container and I couldn't smell it. You know how when you go in the fridge and you open up a container of food and the smell just wafts up into your face? That did not happen. Could not smell it. I put my whole face in there because it's the weirdest thing. I'd never experienced that before. Zero smell. Clear nose, no smell. I lit some incense. I couldn't smell that. That is really concerning, kind of / disturbing. Anyways, we had the week off of work because the company closes once at the end of the year for a week. So I went back to work. I was feeling better, and I had bought a saline spray that I bought it after I was feeling better, but I stopped using it and I used it and I suddenly got sick again. So I think I reinfected myself when I just fortunately went to urgent care and ran into the same doctor. He gave me the same cocktail and he upped the strength of, it was a different type of steroid pills to knock it out. He said it was possible to reinfect yourself, but he didn't think that's what happened. Now, as we know now, people tend to get it twice, and it might be a resurgence, not catching it twice. But anyways, I was very fortunate to run into this doctor at the time that I did, and I got better. I did not end up in the hospital. There was a lot of purging of stuff out of my lungs, coughing. I was having a tablespoon of honey before bed. I would wake up at like 2 in the morning and eat another tablespoon of honey. That cough medicine with codeine was not doing anything for that cough. So that's that. Now, I am allergic to a lot of inactive ingredients that are in prescription medications. I often experience some level of side effects with things. So I was very hesitant to get vaccinated. I want to say right now that it is perfectly fine to be hesitant about getting vaccinated for whatever your reason is, or reasons, but that I encourage you to research and that you make your choices based on that research and based on your own intuition. There is too much information out there. There are people that are bullying people into getting vaccinated. There are people that are bullying people into to not get vaccinated. You're either being called a sheep or you're being called selfish. I think that everybody needs to choose for themselves on this topic. And unfortunately, if you choose not to get vaccinated, we're going to see some difficulties in our society. What I'd like to hope to see is that enough people get vaccinated that it'll be okay that the people who didn't get vaccinated didn't get vaccinated. But I don't think that's going to be the case. I think that there's going to be some backlash for that. And there's probably going to be some fighting in the government about discriminating against people who don't get vaccinated. There are people who cannot get vaccinated because of their immune system, that they're immune compromised already, that they're not allowed to get vaccines. They can't get flu vaccines. They can't get the COVID vaccine. Now let's talk about the COVID vaccine. mRNA technology. I call it technology. I guess you call it biotechnology. I'm not even sure. But I looked it up, and it's not like the flu vaccine. Now, the flu vaccine, they either take a dead, fragmented aspects of the virus and put it in your body, and your body fights it off. The kids get the live version. Now, Johnson & Johnson is that way. Johnson & Johnson is a vaccine that is similar in nature to the flu vaccine. It is the fragmented virus. The mRNA technology that is in Moderna and Pfizer is totally different. It's different than that. This that they're sending to you, they do take a protein, I believe. I'm not a scientist and I'm not a doctor, okay? This is what I remember from my research. They take a protein or some coating off of the virus, and the medicine that they're putting into this vaccine goes to your cells. It works on a cellular level. It teaches your body to make T cells, or introduces T cells into your blood, into your cells, something like that. You can look it up. Look up mRNA technology. Again, I am not a doctor. I read the research. A woman from Hungary she worked on this like 40 years ago. This is not new. It is new to the public. It is new to us because there was a lot of trial and error in this biotechnology and this new way of communicating with cells through this medicine. And so, yeah, there was a lot of problems experienced when it first came out, but that was 40 years ago. This has been tested. And so when it's coming out and people are like, this is new, we don't even know what it does to your body. Yes, actually, they do know. And it has been refined and changed over the years. And people finally started listening to this lady. And her and a number of scientists worked really hard on it. So get out of politics, get out of rabbit holes, and really just do the research for yourself mRNA technology. And then decide from there. Now, the other part of it is your intuition. So I can't tell you if your body is going to react well to this. I tell you one thing from what I've heard: if you have COVID and you take the vaccine, you can get very, very sick. And I don't know why the government is not mandating people to get tested for COVID before they get vaccinated. So you have to watch out for yourself. You have to look out for yourself in that way. Go get tested before you choose to get vaccinated so that you know you're negative, and then get vaccinated. The vaccine, you take one shot and then you take another shot almost a month later, but around a month later. Now, the first shot that I got was I got COVID arm. So my arm got really hot and inflamed and itchy. I got some itch cream, put it on there. It was like that for like a week. There was a little bit of swelling, like a giant hive, and then it went away. The only other thing that I felt was fatigue. I just felt very tired. So what I did when I went and got my shot, I came home, I drank a lot of water, and I took a nap. And I think that is something everybody should do. Schedule your vaccine for when you can go to bed after. Because if you go to sleep, you're giving your body a chance to do what it needs to do. Well, this foreign medicine is going into your body. So second vaccine, oh, my arm hurt really bad. Second vaccine, second shot, was fine. It was better. I didn't get the COVID arm that I got the first time. And that's what I heard, is that if you get COVID arm the first time, then the second shot's not supposed to be so bad. And so it was actually an expression of my body recognizing the medicine. So in like attacking it or something. Anyways, so now I am a week and a half after my second shot, and I feel like I made the right decision. Now let me break this down. I'm high risk. I was lucky. I was very lucky to meet this doctor in urgent care, because not all doctors take you seriously. Not all doctors say this needs antibiotics, this needs something like this needs that. I can't tell you how many times I've been sent home and someone said it was viral when it ended up being bacterial, and I got sicker than I needed to have been. I've had gone to urgent care and had my regular doctor disagree with what they said and put me on antibiotics. So one of the reasons that I got vaccinated is because I can't count on being that fortunate again to not end up in the hospital, because that shit attacked my body in a way that the flu does not. Now, I have never been vaccinated for the flu. I don't get the flu shot, and that's my decision. It is what it is. But this is different. And I just want people to understand, don't let anybody tell you it's just the flu. It is a respiratory infection. And it is a level of fucked up that I don't think we've seen in illnesses. It's weird. It is weird to not be able to smell anything. For no reason, your sense of smell is just gone. Anyways, so with that aside, I moved from California to Texas. Now, let's say I got COVID again, and I went to the doctor, and they said, oh, it's just a cold, go home, drink lots of fluids, give it 3 days, and then next thing I know, I'm in the hospital. I just couldn't take that chance. Now, I called on my angels, and I asked, please let me know. Now, when I thought about Pfizer, I was like, Not doing Pfizer. Not doing Pfizer. And my intuition, I was like, it's either Moderna or it's nothing. Now, it was later that I learned that Fauci, Biden, and Harris all got Moderna. And Fauci, even though Pfizer came out first, Fauci waited for the Moderna to come. So that kind of made me feel a little more validated in my choice. But it was my choice based on my intuition. Now, that being said, I'm not saying that Pfizer is bad. I'm just saying bad for me. That's why I'm saying that people have to trust their intuition on this, because you don't know if your body is going to accept Pfizer well or Moderna well. If you choose Johnson & Johnson, just know that it's not teaching your body much except for this is the virus, fight it. The mRNA technology that's available in Pfizer and Moderna is on a different level. And maybe you don't like that, and maybe you want to go for Johnson & Johnson for that reason. Do it. Trust your intuition. Please don't let these people who have agendas of their own decide for you what is best for you. Decide on your own, but trust your intuition. Understand that the difference between intuition and fear of the virus, fear of the vaccine, because your intuition is going to say, no, don't get that shit. You don't need that, or you shouldn't get that, but you have to make sure that you're not feeling fearful and mistaking it for your intuition. Anyways, I know this was a very casual talk that we just had, but I had to reach out. I have put this off for way too long, and I just wanted to make sure that I put myself out there. I got myself vaccinated. I was scared. I was scared when I decided to do it. I was scared when it came available to me. I was happy that it was Moderna because I wasn't going to get anything else. And it just so happened that the clinic that I went to only had Moderna. So it just worked out for me. So I wish you guys all the best. And I really hope that as we move forward and as a society, that this is not a cause of negativity. Things are going to get weird because people are going to take off their masks because CDC said that we can do it, and now nobody's going to know like who's anti-mask and who's... It's going to be a mess. People who haven't gotten vaccinated are going to be wearing masks. Are they going to start asking people for their vaccination cards to prove that they are vaccinated in order to not wear a mask? And all of that. Like, if you know society, you know it's going to be complicated and chaotic. Please try to find a center of peace in all of this tumultuous energy. And again, trust your intuition and decide for yourself. I'm sending you love and brightest blessings. Take care. Bye.